Hey guys, how's it going? I know this is a video, not a live stream, but everybody get your drinks, pause this video, get your drinks, and when you get your drinks, unpause the video, because guess what, guys? I'm gonna go for a drink myself, so yeah. Let's get the shindig going. Alright guys, how's it going? Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the Oculus Go. So how this is going to work, I'm going to unbox this thing, see what's in the box. Not only that, but I'm going to be doing an impressions video. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do an overall impressions video on it because I'm going to take some time with this Oculus Go, getting this thing set up and getting things going right here. So not only are we putting in an unboxing, but we're going to be putting in an impressions video. So let's keep right on going. Okay, so right now I'm taking the shrink wrap off. Trying to get the damn shrink wrap going off. It's annoying. Get the fuck out of it. Jesus! The shrink wrap, my man. Nah, I'm just being a goofball. Anyway. Yeah, the sharp end of it's gonna do the magic. Okay, now we just put a slit on it. Not much of a good idea to be doing that, putting a slit on that. But what else can I think of? Alright, let's get that out of the shrink wrap. It's off the shrink wrap, so let's see if it can slide out of that thing. Oh man, it's sliding out, and... oh! It's off the box. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go put this aside. We got the box part off. We have our headset that's right in front of your faces. And then we have our controller. And then we have this weird box contained with doodads and whatnot. And then... what do we got? Alright, well, what is in that little weird black box? So we go ahead and take that off. We see the USB-based charge port. We see that there's some extra things going down for something. Could it be for something? What's going on? Okay, kind of weird. A cleaning cloth for your lens. And then our USB connector for charging or connecting it to a PC. I don't care. Or however things work. Your safeties guides, because that look, yep, the safety guide. And wait a minute, I see something. Glasses? Is it? Oh, wait a minute, that's where that thing kicks in, huh? That's for people when they have glasses. Okay, that's. Thank you. We found the wrist strap to the remote. All right, guys, that is all I can find in that box for the Oculus Go. I'm gonna go give the Oculus Go a fantastic and see how things work out. And I'm getting things set up, and as I get things set up, I'm gonna take my time, get the hang of the Oculus Go, and then get adjusted with the Oculus Go, and then start figuring out where on access my... okay, sorry about that. I kind of cut myself off for a bit. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is I'll be taking my time, taking a look at it, and then I will be giving my overall impressions, which is going to be in that very same video, guys. So, yes, let's do it. Okay, so let's get right on to my overall look at the Oculus Go. So, what is there to talk about, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, if you want to get this set up and have this to where you're able to end up playing with this, you're going to need to get this set up via a smartphone app called the Oculus on your Android and iOS. And that is required to get your Oculus Go set up. I don't get it. Why not just use your Windows 10, or why not use it? But everybody has to have a smartphone, apparently. But I guess everybody has to have a smartphone. Makes no sense. But however, this thing has the technology built into it, so you don't need to plop your smartphone in, and you don't need a Galaxy phone, but you do need a smartphone, and you do need that app, that companion app here. And really, to be honest with you here, the app that you need to get your thing set up is also a companion app, so there is a bonus to it, at least. But the fact that you still have to require a phone to get this thing set up, it's just ridiculous. It's just dumb. Just use your computer, or basically just go through the setup internally. That makes no sense. So that seems kind of ridiculous from Oculus, and really that does seem pretty annoying. And when we're talking about screen mirroring and the ways of screen capture, if you want to do screen capture and pretty much conserve power and have more power to power your VR stuff, unfortunately, you're kind of SOL on that, because the screen mirroring is coming right soon. And it's just not available on the launch, and that is kind of a thing, and that is kind of an issue with the Oculus Go when it comes to screen capture. But however, there is a screen recording solution, and there is a screen live streaming solution, and that's actually really good. If we are talking about the Oculus Go controller, so yes, the Oculus Go controller, the motion controller, it does work well, and the calibration is simple. You just hold the Oculus button and you're really in the good. I just accidentally did it. No, I didn't. So you just hold it for a period of time, and then when it says yay, it's already set to get it set up. And when the motion controller works, it's fantastic, and the motion controls does work. However, there are a few issues with that Oculus Go controller. Now, for starters, you do need a battery, a AA battery. It doesn't come with a rechargeable battery. You can't recharge this thing, which really sucks, to be honest with you. And also, another thing to keep in mind is that you may have to end up recalibrating your Oculus Go controller, because there are times where your Oculus Go controller may pretty much desync all of a sudden, and may pretty much cut off, and now you got the whole thing all wonky, because the next thing you know, you're pointing left, but however it's saying that you're pointing the other way, and then you have to hold that button in, pause the game to get that in there. I've had that issue with Dead and Buried, and that does really suck. Other than that, the Oculus Go controller is, despite the two flaws, it still stands great. It does fantastic. It's a good way of navigating things. It's there. If you hate the Oculus Go controller, well, the motion controller still stands strong. But however, there are games that require you to that won't support the Oculus Go controller, and you need like a full-on joystick, like when you go to the Oculus Arcade. You know what I mean? And then, like, if we're talking about stuff like Oculus Arcade, then you need that Bluetooth gamepad. Guess what? There's the Bluetooth gamepad support, and that's pretty good. Like I said, the Bluetooth support's in there, but however, you can charge your thing. It does come with a rechargeable battery. It doesn't require any AA batteries. Thank goodness. Snuck that burp in. Or that burp snuck itself in. But anyway, rechargeable cable, and of course, you do have a headphone jack in there. That's good. And however, the speakers built into the headset is fantastic. I accidentally turned it on by flipping on around here. It's that little tracker right there that's been doing that. So yeah, you want to... And I do figure out why it comes out on its own. But yeah, I find it surprising as well. I think there needs to be a way or a solution. I don't know. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I do kind of agree with you. And for the price range that makes this VR headset very heavily accessible and makes this good is the $200 to $200 price range. I have the 32 gigabyte. This is the $200 model. The $250 one will give you the 64 gigabyte, which is really good. And unfortunately, I can't find out anything about. Nope, there's no external SD card support to add in more memory. But however, the internal memory, 32 to 64 gigabytes for mobile stuff, not bad, decent. So that's pretty good. And also, like I said, this technology, you do not need to get a hold of a Samsung Galaxy phone. You do not need to plop in a phone in there. You do not need to connect any wires to a PC. It works on its own. The VR technology is built into there, and that is fantastic. It's mobile VR made, and basically, yeah, the biggest thing, and that's the thing, when it comes to handheld VR, it's essentially mobile VR, but without the need of phone, without the need of a Galaxy, without the need of plopping in the thing right here. The VR technology is built right into there. And really, to be honest with you here, I think what they're trying to do with the Oculus Go is to get people out of Gear VR, because everything that you own back when you have the Gear VR is going to carry over to this through your Oculus account. So when you have your Oculus account and you bought all your things back at the Gear VR, it's going to show up right in here. And guess what? Everybody has already got their shit transferred over to Oculus Go. So anything on Gear VR goes to Oculus Go, and that is very surprising. Now the thing has a built-in microphone, I noticed. And however, I did use when I live streamed to my Facebook page. So when I live streamed to my Facebook page, I did notice that there was a mic that was built in. Okay, but I think I ended up using the mic in my headset. But yeah. But I think basically, to be honest with you here, if there wasn't any support for using your mic on your headset, then in the mic that I was hearing audio from was from the Oculus Go built-in mic, I'd be impressed. If you want to transfer your files from your Oculus Go to your PC, or if you want to transfer files from PC to Oculus Go, you can do that. However, you need to use the charger or the USB cable. I should have said USB cable. The USB cable, which you use to basically plug in your Oculus Go and charge up. Basically, this is I tried using this one cord. Aha, there it is. I used this and it ended up backfiring horribly. And then when I used the included in package USB cord, it worked very well. So it might be something to do with the Oculus Go. Hopefully it doesn't have any exclusive first-party support, and that would really suck, because if anything goes wrong with that Oculus Go included in package USB cable, what am I gonna do? Hopefully there should be third-party support in there, and that would be a wonderful thing. And also, when it comes to the Oculus browser, it still stays strong. It does need polish, but it still stays strong, and it still remains good. And pretty much it is a good way of viewing YouTube, since there's no YouTube app for Oculus. And when you're transferring files to PC, make sure that you're not transferring the item that you have deleted from the Oculus Go hard drive, because I have ran into that problem where the stuff that I have deleted from the Oculus Go still shows up when I try to file. I get this error and be like, okay, what the hell's going on? And then the next thing you know, I'm sitting here like, no fucking wonder. So I think basically, to be safe, you're probably going to have, if you want to delete something, you're going to have to plug the thing up to your PC and then delete things, so that way you'll avoid any complications if you're the type of guy who transfers to and from PC to Oculus Go. Despite its flaws from left and right, the Oculus Go is a good, viable solution, and the Oculus Go controller still stays strong as a motion controller that works with this thing. And I'm glad to see that this stays strong, and pretty much I'm glad to see that this exists now, because this is handheld VR, essentially mobile VR, but you don't need to get a Galaxy phone, you don't need to plop your goddamn smartphone to make sure that, and then you have to fight to make sure the smartphone fits into your thing, because there are times where it may be big, and you don't have to worry about trying to take things out of cases and all that. You don't need a phone, you don't need a computer. The VR technology required to utilize this VR gameplay is already built into there. It is fantastic. $200 and $250. So $200 being the 32 and the 250, yes, the 250 being the 64 gigabyte. Okay, good price. fantastic price, way cheaper than trying to get out of your own way and pulling out $600 for a Galaxy phone and then pulling out an extra $100 for a Gear VR. And thank goodness Oculus Go exists, so that way we don't have to do this anymore. And when it comes to the Oculus Go, it is convenient for mobile VR users. And if you want to get into VR, don't worry about buying a Galaxy phone. Don't worry about trying to make sure your phone fits in, because the VR technology is already built in there. And yes, you do need a smartphone with the Oculus Go app, which actually acts as a companion app which kind of makes up for it. Okay, so you do need a smartphone, you do need that damn app to get the damn thing set up, and then have your stuff and your credentials set up with it. It's a good companion app, despite having to require one to get this thing, but however, you still need it. There's no excuse. You should have the ability to get this set up inside the thing. And I do see where people are coming from. But however, you do need a smartphone to get it set up, but you don't need a smartphone to plop in. The VR technology is already built in there, and that is fantastic. If you want to get into VR, you don't have a good gaming PC, or if you want VR on the go, but don't worry about getting your freaking, I'm gonna say this, don't worry about getting a Galaxy phone. Don't worry about paying $600 plus an extra $100 for a Gear VR. That's why this thing actually exists. And sorry for knocking stuff down, but where I do want to go ahead and say this is that everything that you do on Gear VR is going to get transferred automatically onto Oculus Go, because let's just say everything you did in your Oculus account stays in your Oculus account, and you can log into your Oculus account through your Oculus Go. In which, as a result, it's kind of why you're seeing Gear VR stuff being transferred easily to Oculus Go. You want to get into VR, but you want to go for the affordability, or you can't get yourself a powerful gaming PC at the moment. Yeah. Or if you want VR on the go, or if you're a current Gear VR user who, even though you can't use Gear VR anymore because situation happened with your Galaxy phone or etc., guess what? There's this. You don't need a Galaxy phone. You don't need to sneak your phone in there. You don't need the cell phone technology. You do need your smartphone to get it set up. Yes. You do need that Oculus Go app installed in your smartphone. Yes. But however, the VR technology is built in there. You don't need your smartphone. You don't need this. And anything that you do on the Gear VR is going to carry over to Oculus Go. So anything that you bought through Gear VR will appear here. And pretty much all those apps, all those things that have released for Gear VR have been automatically already transferred over to Oculus Go very easily. And pretty much the goal here for this thing is to get everybody into VR without needing any phones or anything, while at the same time trying to get people without needing a Gear VR or a Galaxy phone. So VR has been made access to more and more people left and right, and that's what this thing here is for. And this thing is worth getting for everybody. Even though you have an Oculus Rift, even though you have the Oculus Rift in a gaming PC, alright? But however, if you want VR on the go, you want your handheld VR, you want to lay comfy on your bed without having to pretty much drag, without trying to find a TP cast to make your Oculus Rift wireless. Yeah, this is here for you. This is definitely a must-have, definitely something you might want to check out. This is worth your curiosity. This has its flaws, but it will not let you down in the end. Anyway, that is all. I will look forward to you in the next video. Peace out.